Oh, Jonesboro and Cartersville, a great one to start off our High Five debut. How about this for the Purple Hurricanes? Balin Long with a touchdown run here. That made it 21-0. Love seeing teams from different areas square off. This was a costly error by the Canes quarterback, though. Jonesboro's Montez Russell, the pick six made it 21-13. Cartersville, however, would go on to get a big win in this one. 24-13 was your final. Welcome to the 2023 season of what we feel is the best high school football show, not just on the planet, but in the universe. And it's not because of us. What do? It's because of you, the people who care, the fans at home, the players on the field, the cheerleaders, the vibes. And what are you doing still listening to me? Miles in the bunker, what you got?
Justin, we've got cameras all across the state of Georgia, including Metro Atlanta. I want to see where the stars are. I'm going to go check out Air Nolan over at Langston Hughes. We've got the chopper hovering around the Stone Mountain area for two different games. And how about the Battle of Athens? Two opponents facing off to get bragging rights there. And our Victor Prieto finally for our game of the week up in Cobb County.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you can feel the energy. Enter the Walton Raiders. It's our High Five game of the week. Football is back. Walton, Brookwood, and we got the story coming up.
Oh, I love it. We've got some big matchups in non-region play tonight, including Norcross and Mill Creek, the student section always representing. How about a guy who's going to be playing at Alabama pretty soon? Caleb Downs showing you why Nick Saban wanted to sign this guy. Takes the handoff, slips down there, but this guy, so athletic. They kept it going on the ground here. Kevin Mitchell would punch it in for 6. Mill Creek goes on to get the win over Norcross. Impressive one. Mill Creek always so good. 27-13 the final. We will head out to Athens. Clarke Central hosting Oconee County just down the road. You know, these two teams know each other, probably don't like each other. Warriors making everybody fear the spear. Titus Watkins to Mason Hall. He's in for 6. Clarke Central, though, with an answer. This is the tail end of a Bartez Gillespie Jr. punt return score. But back comes OC. Needs slow-mo. With a one-handed grab. My goodness, Caden Wood. The Warriors would find pay dirt not long after. Clarke Central, however, gets the win 38-31. That snaps a 3-game losing streak to Oconee County. And boy, did we have a good one in our call of the week tonight. A pair of real good teams, both trying to avoid going 0-2 to start the year. Allatoona and Kell. By the way, Longhorns quarterback Bryce Clavon, also one of the top senior baseball players in the country. Had our Eli Jordan behind the lens. 680 The Fans, Chris Mooneyham and Justin Hanover on the mics. Watch and listen.
It's Buccaneer Stadium, Allatoona High School for a week number 2 matchup between two teams who, well, were a little disappointed after week 1 play. Man goes in motion, snap back to Nix, handoff to Gibson, 10, Gibson 5, he carries a defender down to about the 3-yard line or so. Handoff goes back to Mooney Gibson, and the freshman is into the end zone for the touchdown.
Just too easy. Offensive line did its job.
7-0.
We set up for what, a 4th and about 1.5 yards, and well, they're going to go for it. They think they can get this.
It is about 1.5 yards here. Teal steps up, barks out a signal. He's got a power back off to his right. They do take the snap. Sadiq going to keep it himself. He's got the 15, the 10, the 5, and touchdown. A 4th down play inside the 20-yard line.
Little swinging gate action, going for 2. Look at this play.
They are indeed going for 2. The power man pushing through, and they've crossed the goal line for the deuce. 8-7 Buccaneers. First play, next drive. Look at this, going deep. Got a man down there, Kyle Baca 50, 45-40, 35-30. Kyle Baca down the sidelines. Touchdown. 75 yards. First play, next drive after Allatoona takes the lead, and the Longhorns have reclaimed it. Kell now with a 14-8 lead. Teal instead gonna fire and find a man wide open right up the seam who's breaking into the clear, and finally he's connected with Aiden Gilbo on a big gainer. 15-14 now.
This was a great game. Kell would go on to pull away late. They get the win 41-29. Great job by Eli and 680 guys on the call. A good one on the south side now. Blessed Trinity 3-0 all time against Eagles Landing Christian. They're under second-year coach Tanner Rogers, Titans score first. Noah Goddard nails a 40-yard field goal. Not easy to do. 3-0 BT. Blessed Trinity on a hot night. Well, they started to heat up. Brooks Goodman finds Quinn Davis. That's a nice game. They're moving. This offense always so good when they get in a rhythm. 3 plays later, Cameron Butts powers over a defender at the line. That made it 13-0, and Blessed Trinity puts up an impressive final in this one. Goes on the road 37-0. Last check in the fourth quarter. All right, Ola. Well, they shut out Griffin last week. They were visiting Luella tonight, had the marching band going. Love to see that early in the season. And look, the Mustangs, well, they were in complete control. Make it 2 big wins in a row. Jake Holmes gets away. And look at the big man chug. 40 yards for a first down. Next play, Holmes, he does it himself. Gets in there for a touchdown to make it 28-0. And Ola goes on to get the win 49-14. Well, as you know, we've got 5 stars all over the place in High Five Nation, and that includes one of our own. Miles Garrett in the bunker right now. Miles, how's life treating you?
Justin, firm but fair. Unlike the former High Five, not High Five, 5-star prospect who plays for the Cleveland Browns, this Miles Garrett was at Langston Hughes versus McEachern today to see another 5-star athlete play. The Panthers were looking for some revenge, an encore performance tonight after beating Carrollton last week. All eyes on number 1, that 5-star recruit Aaron Nolan, ready to roll for Hughes. However, it was McEachern driving down the field, putting up points first tonight, led by the legs of DeMarcus Cleaves. McEachern trying to drive again, but oopsie. Keep your head on a swivel, kids. Hit of the night courtesy of Jacob Good. Then Hughes woke up. Dorian Trey Page. Call him Dorian Hester, why don't you? After this, because he goes 99 yards to the house, just beating out the defender. Langston Hughes goes on to beat McEachern 42-9. Heck of a 2-0 start for the Panthers. Don't go anywhere, though, Justin. We're going to have so much more down here in the bunker, as well as some social media posts as well.
Yeah, post some pictures, Instagram, tag Miles, tag us. We'd love to see what you've been up to tonight. First quarter of the show about to hit 0 on the clock. High Five got so much more coming your way. What do you do when you're trying to beat the heat on a super hot day like this? Why don't you head on up to the mountains? Did you see that sunset? Maybe it's a little cooler down there. We'll check with David Chanley. That's what we'll do, plus Victor at the Game of the Week.
They say they're the best student section in Georgia, and it's hard to argue. Walton students showed out for our Game of the Week against Brookwood. But did the football team? We got to find out.
Nobody's going to stop us. We are back here on High Five Sports and taking things down to Douglasville. Banneker traveling to New Manchester. 0-0 game at the half, but all it takes is a punt return to turn things around. Jonathan Moses comes up with this one, and the ball's loose. That's Jonathan Moses actually right there getting the fumble recovery, putting New Manchester in business. Primo prime field position, and just a few plays later they would capitalize. Emmanuel Logan deep to Kylie White for the touchdown. Great throw and catch. And how about Banneker in this one? Take a look at the score, 20-14. This is not just a final. We got an updated score from there. 20-14, Banneker goes on to get the win in overtime. All right, time now to head to one of the best named stadiums in the High Five Sports Nation, The Rock, a pair of teams with sky-high expectations and one of the most talented players in the entire state. Cass High School wide receiver Sokovie White, future Bulldog right there. And the fans, well, they were braving the heat in the stands in this one. Whew, props to all the fans who are out there tonight. Very impressive. Here we go. Yellow Jackets Nazir Turner. Look at this, pushing the pile. The linemen carry him in, 12-yard score. Not bad. Rockmart up 10-0. Later in the second, Cass would respond. Devin Henderson, 23 yards rushing touchdown in this one. Rockmart's lead cut to 10-7. Last check in this one, a close game. Last we heard 10-7 Rockmart on top in the third quarter. All right, to the mountains now with a help from our friends at Blitz. Stevens County hosting Rabun County. This was a real good one. They might have been the only team in the state that wasn't sweating tonight. And look at this. Reed Giles off the batted pass comes up with the interception. Defense standing strong there. No score into the second quarter for the Indians. Trip Underwood. See the beautiful sky right there. And a beautiful catch by Devon Swinton in for the touchdown. More Underwood here. This time he's going to look up and find Devin Cobb. for a 21-yard touchdown, making it 14-0. Still waiting on a final in this one. Last check, 21-0 Stevens County in the third quarter. How about some Friday night heights? A great crowd at St. Pius as they welcomed in Flowery Branch, making the drive down from northeast Georgia. This is Malik Dryden with a nice drive of his own. Dryden going to the outside, gets a block, just barely gets a foot out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Then it was tough from the sky-high Fox chopper to get an exact number. It looks like Dryden to me, getting down there right to the 1-yard line. And the very next play, well, they wouldn't need much more than that. They had their quarterback. They get behind center. That big Flowery Branch offensive line plow in 31-13. Flowery Branch gets the final. All right, not too far away at Halford Stadium, we had Stone Mountain going over to Redan for a Friday night showdown. Early in the game, the Pirates stuff Redan on an option play. Quarterback absolutely nowhere to go right there, but hang tight. Redan would strike back. Jackie Bowdry following his blockers to perfection. I love the chopper video. You can see the blocks develop, and you see Bowdry right here with wide open space into the house. Redan gets the win. 28-21 is your final. From way up in the sky to way down below my feet right now. I'm not sure how the Fox 5 building is laid out, but we got Miles in the bunker. Miles, high five team carrying the banner across state lines. We had up and down from northwest to central. Another great game tonight.
Yeah, we got to talk about Atlanta, though, really quick. You know, if it's a game in the 404, we are going to cover it. We are the Atlanta show, and that includes Calhoun and Carver-Atlanta, billed as the Great Atlanta Bash. Let's cut to those highlights really quick. A great matchup under the lights there. Calhoun, as I said, taking on Carver-Atlanta. Picking this one up in the first quarter, Adam Sheely finds his receiver in the end zone for the nice toe touch grab for the score. Later, it's going to be Amari Winston getting the response for Calhoun. After that, getting the equalizer there, he finds the end zone. And then lastly, check out the pick six here. Bryant Arnold to put an exclamation point on the win for Calhoun. They win big, 40-18. Now, I'm telling you guys, I'm lacking a little bit online right now. I need you guys to start tagging me in some posts. I need to see some scores. Student sections, where are you at? Let me see what your best cheers were. This game, it's the second game for you guys. First game for us. We need to see the cheers so I can put them online. Tag me at Miles Garrett TV on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it these days. Justin, I am your guy for that.
Hey, I don't know if you know out there in High Five Nation, Miles is a social media sensation. Maybe you'll get a follow out of this. I don't know. Send your pictures from your games tonight. We'll show them later on in the show. Hitting halftime on High Five Sports, but we are just getting started. A bunch more games coming your way, including our first game of the week of the year. A report from Brookwood and Walton. High Five Sports, where stars are born. I don't know about you, but I love the first few weeks of the High Five Sports season. And it's weird because you look at the calendar, you see August, but it kind of feels like November, like the playoffs, because teams get on a bus. They visit another team in another part of High Five Nation and find out whose area really is the best. That's the story from our game of the week. Super Blame behind the camera, Victor Prieto running the show, Leslie in the booth. Let's check it out.
We love game days. They're like our game days too. We're trying to show our best.
Go Raiders! Short week. They were on a short week. Brookwood stands in the way. They are the hunted tonight.
0-2 against Walton since I've been here. Right? Let's do this thing. Here we go. Jay, love you! Amen!
Can Brookwood break that streak against Walton tonight? It's going to be tough. You see the student section. You see the mascot with the hand. First drive for the Raiders. Jeremy Hexlinky finds his tight end, Hunter Teal. Mowed those chains on a fourth down. A couple plays later, Makari Bodiford bulldozes his way into the end zone. Gives Walton an early 7-0 lead. Yeah, high five. They seem to be happy that High Five Sports is back on their televisions. Next drive has Slinky committed to Wake Forest, by the way. Finds a wide open Wyatt Sonderman. Yeah, that's good in the NFL too. He got 2 down. Give some love to the fans. Student section jumping. Brookwood needs something to keep it going. Is this their time? CJ Franklin airing it out to Johnny Tran. Ooh, look at that catch. Is this exactly what they need to maybe make that comeback? Unfortunately, no. A couple plays later on fourth down, Franklin scrambling, can't find anywhere. Walton gets the stop, gets the ball back, and Here's another one for Bodiford, bulldozing his way again. You'll be in your face at Memphis University next year. And you're seeing where this is going. Walton gets the ball back. Look at this pass from Hexlinky, right on the numbers for Camden Lloyd. Walton would take a 35-0 lead into the half. Hexlinky letting our cameraman know, yeah, his receiver's just different. Van loving it too. And another run up the middle by senior Austin Williams. That just about ices this one. Walton wins big at home over Brookwood. Here with our Walton High winners, dominant game of the week win against Brookwood, 63-15. Coach, we talked about how important it was to kind of come out, home opener, make a good statement. 63 points, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Proud of our guys tonight. They executed from start to finish, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. Played the middle part of the game really well and finished it off. Very proud of our guys tonight.
And Jeremy, I mean, what did it feel like to put up 63 points in front of your home crowd? You saw the student section going.
It's just business as usual. That's what we do.
Business as usual, nothing else? And what are you expecting for the rest of the season?
Same thing.
Same thing?
All season.
I love it. Well, guys, I got to present you the hand. Our first game of the week of the season. High five to Walton High.
Congratulations to Walton Game of the Week winners. A cool moment here at Mountain View. Renamed their field Cheney Field in honor of a former principal. Very cool there. And here they are on the field taking on Gainesville tonight. This is a backs to right tip pass, but Jamari Norwood comes down with it. Look what I found right here. Going all the way back, and then it would be Newland, Jerome Newland, who gets in for the score. Back comes Gainesville. Gavin Hall smashes in the end zone for the Red Elephants. Gainesville goes on to get the win, 34-21, the final. We appreciate the cheerleader in your face. Love Lakeside. Paying a visit to Northview. First play from scrimmage tonight. John Luke Noyson, 60 yards. That's nice, man. Touchdown, 7-0 Vikings out in front like this. They would keep it going, moving the ball well. And Matt Patton, this 6-yarder, would put Lakeside ahead 13-0. They would go on to get the win 20-7 going on the road and picking up the dub. We are hitting the fourth quarter, and that is the best part of any football game, right? And that's the same for us here at High Five. We've got more highlights coming your way. We're bringing back Miles with the best of social media. We are going to end this show with a bang. We appreciate our friends at WCAT bringing us these highlights, Westminster and Pace Academy. This is Maddox Crawford giving it over to Zachary Logan, and he breaks away down the left sideline. Pace Academy with the touchdown. How about Michael Bowie right here? He's in at quarterback for Westminster. A little play fake to Brand Morgan over the middle, spinning, grabbing. Look at that big guy rumble down the sideline. He's in for 6. This was a back and forth game. Maddox Crawford here getting back in the pocket, launches it to Cooper Williams. This was a great game. Went down to the end. Pace Academy goes on to get the win over Westminster, 33-31. The final. We know there were more games out there. You had your cell phones, you took your pictures, and hopefully you sent them to our Miles Garrett because he joins us now with the best of social media. Miles.
Justin, if it wasn't on social media, did it really happen? Let's be honest. We're going to go to Halford Stadium first. We showed you the highlights already. How about this? A $250,000 grant from the Falcons to them. You love to see the Dirty Birds mixing in right there. After that, we've got Grayson Shear getting a nice little intro there for the Rams. That's a heck of a poster right there. Good work, cheerleaders. Then we've got the Hypo Gourmet Ice Pops. We love a good concession stand for a high school football game. After that, how about this? The Roswell Hornets score 70 points in this one. You don't see that a lot in high school. And of course, gotta show love to my Cambridge Bears, right? 21 unanswered points in the second half. The Cambridge Bears beat Denmark 24-17. Justin, I'm going to need some more effort from the student section this week. I was a little bit disappointed with them.
Miles, we had that donation there. That's good to see out there, the Falcons coming through with something. And a big night for everybody, even though it was a hot night out there. We appreciate all our photographers, and a big shout out to all the fans, all the cheerleaders, all the dancers, all the bands who made this High Five Friday what it was. You were out there, you were beating the heat, you were having a good time. We appreciate you. It was a great first High Five Friday for us. Stick with us all season long. Friday nights at 11 o'clock. We will be back here each and every week. Make sure when you go out to the game, take your phone with you. Take a video, take a photo, send it to us, tag us, tweet us. Is it tweet X? I'm not sure. Thread it. We will find it. We will get you on TV. Keep an eye out this week. Paul Milliken at our Team of the Week live on Good Day Atlanta on Thursday. And we will be back here Friday nights. For High Five Sports, we appreciate you joining us. Have a great night.